Thank you for joining me. I'm Julie Tussey right here on the Julie Tussey Show, bringing you amazing information. Today we're going to talk about Tired is the New Sexy. Now, this is the first of a 3-part series we're going to be sharing with you. Today we're going to talk about sleep and perimenopause and menopause. How does it affect you and what can you do to feel better? So maybe you could just be normal sexy instead of tired is the new sexy, right? Get your girlfriends, get your coffee, and get ready because you're going to really enjoy this podcast. While you're here, please leave us a good review and share this with your friends and family so we can reach more and more people, keeping you in the know on the Julie Tussey Show. Get on the Julie Tussey train. We're going somewhere, baby.
Pop the glam pain. It's time for the Julie Tussey Show live guest current event scathing exposés. The original suburban bombshell, the big blonde baby, giving you the fastest, funniest, most informative 30 minutes of your life. And now, here's Julie Tussey.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys for such a warm welcome here on the Julie Tussey Show. We have an amazing podcast and program for you. We're doing a simulcast right now. I'm going to be recording the podcast right here in the Tussey Music and Entertainment Studios, where we also shoot television. So welcome YouTube family and everywhere else in the world that this video will go. We're so glad to have you. I've been doing a lot. I've been busy. Lots and lots of stuff going on, and I'm very excited. I am in the studio for the day, so if you've seen this gorgeous leopard shirt that I have on before, wink, wink, just enjoy. I might have to go up and change before I do any more videos, but I love this shirt. It's fall here in Kentucky as I shoot this, and it's one of my favorite things to wear, so I love it. I hope you enjoy it. Right behind me, you will see that I have a Mary Kay box. That means I joined the company again. I've been in and out of the company just a couple of times through my life, and I have found the most amazing skincare, not to mention their eyeshadows and things are just the bomb. Like they last forever and stay on forever and don't move. As you can see all the beautifulness happening. And those of you listening, you'll just have to imagine gorgeous eyeshadow that never moves. But I found a skincare program that they have. I've used it for 30 years, and they have a new one out I've been using for 2 years. It's called Voluform. And ladies and gentlemen alike can use it. I am telling you, it is helping my skin. I lie about my age, and darling, I get away with it. So if you're interested, just go out to marykay.com/Julie Tussey. Check it out. The Voluform kit have some wonderful things going on. I actually reached out to a girl on Instagram. Her name is Lexi, and she had what's it called? VSG, is that it? VSG, the plastic surgery to make your stomach smaller. The sleeve surgery. Maybe that's it, VSG, the sleeve surgery. And we do a lot about the health and fitness area on the Julie Tussey Show. As you know, I'm over 30, and I'm going to even tell you I'm over 40, and I have been through perimenopause and menopause. And so we talk a lot about how to get in shape, the different ways that we have to get in shape. And I wanted to bring to you guys a few ladies that'll come on and talk. And so Lexi said she would come on and share her journey. She's done great with it, and she's going to share the ups and downs of the sleeve surgery with us. So I'm really looking forward to that. We're going to be doing a Thanksgiving special. I believe one of the next podcasts you'll hear is the Fabulous Cooking Show. I actually get so many downloads for the cooking show that I have to go ahead and put them on. We aired on youtube.com/C/TMETV. It's also on Roku, and it's also on a local station here. Our sponsors, we had a talk with them a month ago, and they are all ready for us to do a second year, so we're going to have a season 2. I'm looking forward to that. But what I do is I just take the audio and put it on the podcast. And I'm going to be doing this year more about fitness, health, and recipes, because on the Fabulous Cooking Show, it's actually called the Julie Tussey Show Fabulous Cooking. We called it that because as a result of the podcast and my weight loss of 30 pounds and me sharing the recipes and all of that kind of stuff, we ended up having a demand for people to want to see how we're cooking. So we created the Fabulous Cooking Show, and I cook all original recipes. You may or may not know, but I am a lot Italian. My mom's father moved here from Italy. I grew up with an Italian mama, and she taught me how to cook, and I am an Italian woman who lives on Mexican food. Yes. And when I sing, I say I'm a gospel singer trapped in a white girl's body. So you can just imagine how crazy I am. But I love spicy, flavorful, rich food. And what I do on the cooking show is I cook the original recipe. So whether it's got a stick of butter or, a pound of butter or whatever it calls for, I cook the original recipes, and many of them, believe it or not, are my own. I'm creating a cookbook as we make the shows. We're going to create a cookbook out of that, so look for that soon. Maybe by Christmas or January we can have something on Amazon. We'll see. But I also, as I'm cooking the food, teach people how to make my fit and fabulous version. So you'll want to catch that. Go over and subscribe at youtube.com/C for Catherine. That's my middle name. C TMETV. So /C/TMETV, and you can check out all 10 episodes. We have a new one, probably a new one out by the time you hear this podcast, or coming out on October 3rd. So please do let me know what you think. All right, you guys? We'll be right back with this fantastic podcast. We'll be right back. After a week of hearing hundreds of I can'ts, I'm here today to tell you you can. Find us on social media at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show and Instagram, The Julie Tussey Show, home of the original suburban bombshell. To get your copy of the music you hear in today's program, go to cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 4. So I get approached by so many women wanting to know about perimenopause and menopause that I'm going to begin doing a series on it. And how I'm going to build my series is by just doing podcasts here and there. I've already got a few if you want to go in the archives and look for them. But I have lost 30 pounds and I feel great. I need to lose another 30 pounds in my opinion. And I think I would feel even better. But there's so many things that change in our lives when we start going through perimenopause, which can begin around the age of 30, but traditionally starts around 35 to 55. Now, me, I'm extra special. I did not go through menopause until I was over 55. And so, see, now I'm telling the truth about my age a little bit, and you guys can see how great this skincare program works. But there's some things that you can do. So today I wanted to talk about a subject that I entitled Tired is the New Sexy. Oh my gosh, I have been so tired since I went into the strongest throes of perimenopause and going through menopause, okay? So I wanted to talk about that. I may go ahead, if I have time in this podcast, talk about, I had 3 subjects. Tired is the New Sexy with perimenopause, the new mom, and stress. So we'll try to get all 3 of these in. If it makes it too long, I'll just make 3 15-minute podcasts. You guys can go catch them. So menopause is a time of major hormonal, physical, and psychological change for women. And I'm reading this from the sleepfoundation.org, Menopause and Sleep Deprivation. I believe that's what it's called. No, it's just called Menopause and Sleep. All right. So it's a really, really good article. So menopause is a time of major hormonal, physical, and psychological change for women. Although menopausal symptoms vary from woman to woman, during the perimenopause or transition phase, a woman's ovaries gradually, over several years, decrease production of estrogen and progesterone. If a woman has her ovaries surgically removed, periods end abruptly and menopausal symptoms become more severe. 1 year after menstrual periods have stopped, a woman reaches menopause, on average around the age of 50. Not here, darling, not here. From perimenopause to postmenopause, women report the most sleeping problems. Most notably, these include hot flashes, mood disorders, insomnia, and sleep-disordered breathing. And I'm going to throw in there night sweats, which might be the same as hot flashes, but I'm telling you, I have hot flashes now, but when I first started, I had hot flashes that made me get up and have to change my clothes. I was so sweaty. So not a pretty picture, not a pretty picture. Sleep problems are often accompanied by depression and anxiety. Generally, postmenopausal women are less satisfied with their sleep, and as many as 61% report insomnia symptoms. Snoring has also been found to be more common and severe in postmenopausal women. Snoring, along with pauses or gasps in breathing, are signs of a more serious sleep disorder, obstructive sleep apnea. Never heard of that. Changing and decreasing levels of estrogen can cause many menopausal symptoms, including hot flashes, which are unexpected feelings of heat all over the body, accompanied by sweating. Yes, I dress in layers, people. If I go out in a sweater, I have a tank top or a really sexy little t-shirt under there because I have got to get naked. They usually begin around the face and spread to the chest, affecting 75 to 85% of women around menopause. Okay, does that mean that 15% of women don't get this? Because if that's so, I am so jealous. Prior to the hot flash, body temperature rises accompanied by an awakening. Hot flashes last on average 3 minutes to less sleep efficiency. Goodness. Most women experience these for 1 year, but about 25% have hot flashes for 5 years. Well, yeah, that's me. Yep, so far. I hope not. Maybe it'll stop. While total sleep time may not suffer, sleep quality does. Hot flashes may interrupt sleep, and frequent awakenings cause next day fatigue. All right, I can tell you all about this. I thoroughly have gone through this. So we're going to talk about, other than the fact that you can do some estrogen replacement therapy, or if you have not had a C-section, a hysterectomy, 2 C-sections and that's all for me. So if you've not had a hysterectomy or your ovaries out, you would need to do estrogen and progesterone for HRT. That's something you can talk to your doctor about. There are alternative approaches for managing menopausal symptoms which may work, such as watching your nutrients, making sure you're getting calcium, vitamin D, that kind of thing. There's all kinds of things. We'll talk about that in another podcast, but I will say that there's something awesome called Happy PMS Cream. Get it and read a book by Dr. Lee called What Your Doctor Might Not Tell You About Perimenopause, and then his other book, What Your Doctor Might Not Tell You About Menopause. Okay, and that cream really helped me for many years. All right, number one, to deal with this tired is the new sexy sleep deprivation issue that we have as perimenopausal and menopausal women. Number one thing you can do is learn how to cope with it. That's right. I don't think it's going to go completely away, but we can learn how to cope. Number one, you want to eat healthy, okay? I am on a mission to eat healthy, and yet during this time in my life, I crave junk food. I crave sugar. I mean, I don't think I was this bad when I was a teenager, so it is an utter work of discipline. Thus why we do fabulous cooking and fit and fabulous versions, because I still have to have the nachos, I still have to have the spicy, I still have to have the great stuff. Oh, and by the way, today I made my new recipe called pizza soup. And I don't know if I'm going to call it pizza chowder or pizza. I don't know. I got to give it a better name than pizza soup because that sounds disgusting. But it is cooking as we speak, and it is going to be delicious. Oh, my goodness. And that's because I have to have this flavorful food. So I made a low-calorie version of this soup. If you want to see the recipe, go over to Instagram and follow me on, it's called The Julie Tussey Show. Do you like or follow on Instagram? You follow. Yes, follow me there, and then just go back through my posts, and you'll find it. I'm going to post a picture of it today, a beautiful, gorgeous picture, and the full recipe, okay? So go over to Instagram and follow me. You can also follow me on Facebook, The Julie Tussey Show. I put just about everything there, too. I'm telling you. So eat healthy, and that means begin to volumize your food with vegetables, cut out the junk, cut, a little bit. You can still have a little bit, but start doing more of a plant-based, healthy, high-protein diet. Number 2, especially avoid large meals before bedtime. Yes, just too much. It's just too much. I don't do that. I love to do intermittent fasting. Been trying to get back to that for 2 months, and I've just been too undisciplined. But once I start, I love it. It's not even that big of a deal. Number 3, maintain a regular normal weight. Well, that's easier said than done when you're going through menopause. Oh, my goodness. That is so much easier said than done, but you can do it. Just make sure that you work on eating the healthier foods and moving your body, darling. Some foods that are spicy or acidic may trigger hot flashes. Bring it on, then. Maybe you want that information, though. Eating hot and spicy food might make you get a hot flash. I'm willing to pay the price. Now, the next thing they listed from the National Sleep Foundation is try foods rich in soy as they might minimize hot flashes. Do a little study on that. I found that it messed with my estrogen level too much, and I didn't like the results. So I completely avoid soy in my diet. Next, avoid nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol, especially before bedtime. Okay, all right. Well, I've heard some women drink wine before bed. I haven't tried it yet. I've thought about trying it, though, because of it being so hard to sleep. But definitely avoid nicotine and caffeine before bedtime. Next, dress in lightweight clothes to improve sleep efficiency. Okay, I do that. I'm sure because my girlfriend, I have girlfriends, this is so funny, that literally tell me I have a fan in my room and I have an air conditioner in my bedroom window, even though they have central air. And I'm telling you, I had to have that for a while. I have to have a fan next to my head on high that I can turn towards me in the middle of the night. Now, see, I can tell I'm getting a little better, but I did go on an HRT called Combi Patch, and it's part bioidentical. And we'll talk a lot about that in the series, but there are regular hormones and then there are bioidentical hormones. I love to opt for those if I can get it. So that has helped me. If I miss putting on my little patch, oh my goodness, all I want to do is cry all day. I feel a little anxious and I get hot flashes, like 3 or 4 a night. So talk about one time I put on, in the middle of the worst part of menopause and perimenopause for me, I put on my Apple Watch and I wore it to bed. 17 times I was disturbed in my sleep. 17 times. So that's why tired became the new sexy, right? So if you want to have your normal sexy and not tired is the new sexy, this is some of the things you have to do. We'll be right back after this message. After a week of hearing hundreds of I can'ts, I'm here today to tell you you can. Find us on social media at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show and Instagram, The Julie Tussey Show, home of the original suburban bombshell. I have a secret. That's right. Lots of people ask me, Julie, how do you keep your skin looking so young? How do you look so young? Well, I've taught you on the podcast a few of my tricks of staying trendy and staying on point, working out, eating right. But I've never told you this before. I have actually used a product for 30 years consistently, and it's helped my skin look so much younger, and I'm so grateful. As a result, I have decided to go ahead and sell this very product myself. I use Time Wise Repair Voluform Set from Mary Kay. It is amazing, and it has changed my skin dramatically. If you'd like to know what products I use and get them for yourself, visit marykay.com/Julie Tussey. That's marykay.com/Julie Tussey.
And now, back to the Julie Tussey Show.
So we're here on the Julie Tussey Show, keeping you in the know, darling. We're talking about sexy. Tired is the new sexy. And we're on an article from the National Sleep Foundation. Now, this has given us some ideas of why when perimenopause begins to hit anytime around 35 on up, and then we go through full out menopause and we're postmenopausal, we have trouble sleeping. So we already learned about that, and some of the things they're saying to learn to cope with this is to eat healthy, avoid large meals before bedtime, maintain a regular normal weight, avoid foods that are spicy or acidic because they cause hot flashes. And I say absolutely not. Bring on the heat. Bring on the heat. There's no way I can do that one. And then it says avoid nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol, especially before bedtime. I don't know. I've heard that wine helps. If you have a comment or an opinion on that, I'd love to hear it. You can reach out to me at thejulietusseyshow.com. If you want to be on the mailing list, which I've never sent anything out yet, but if you want to, you can sign up there, and you can also shop there for some great and beautiful things. But while you're there, you can leave me a message. I'd love to hear from you about wine before bed. Let me know. Then it said dress in lightweight clothes to improve sleep efficiency. Of course, we all know that. Avoid heavy insulating blankets and consider using a fan or air conditioner to cool the air and increase circulation. Yes, yes, and amen. All right. The next says reduce stress and worry as much as possible. All right. So stress, we're going to talk about here in just a second, does make, well, actually, I'm going to put it in the next podcast. So the next one we're going to talk about is tired is the new sexy and coping with stress. Okay. So we'll talk about there. Try relaxation techniques, massage and exercise. Talk to a behavioral health professional if you are depressed, anxious, or having problems. Oh, my goodness. So that is what we have for the perimenopause and menopause and sleep. I hope that you enjoyed this today. I'm so glad that you joined us here on the Julie Tussey Show. We are determined to enhance your life and make it better. I want you to remember this one thing. After you share this podcast with your friends and family in this video, I want you to remember that you only get one amazing, awesome, and wonderful life. Live it to the fullest.
After a week of hearing hundreds of I can'ts, I'm here today to tell you you can. Find us on social media at facebook.com/The Julie Tussey Show and Instagram, The Julie Tussey Show, home of the original suburban bombshell.
To get your copy of the music you hear in today's program, go to cdbaby.com/CD/Julie Tussey 4. On the Julie Tussey Show, are you going to hear that you are not created to be ordinary but extraordinary? You are not created to be common but uncommon. You are not created to be average but above average. You are not created to be tolerable or passable. No, but you are created to be remarkable, noteworthy, impressive, striking, outstanding, brilliant, excellent, superb, praiseworthy. We could go on and on about how awesome you are. I have a secret. That's right. Lots of people ask me, Julie, how do you keep your skin looking so young? How do you look so young? Well, I've taught you on the podcast a few of my tricks of staying trendy and staying on point, working out, eating right. But I've never told you this before. I have actually used a product for 30 years consistently, and it's helped my skin look so much younger, and I'm so grateful. As a result, I have decided to go ahead and sell this very product myself. I use Time Wise Repair Voluform Set from Mary Kay. It is amazing, and it has changed my skin dramatically. If you'd like to know what products I use and get them for yourself, visit marykay.com/Julie Tussey. That's marykay.com/Julie Tussey. Visit thejulietussey.com. Lots of fabulous shopping, beautiful things that you might want to get as a gift or for yourself. You can also reach out to me and communicate with me there. thejulietussey.com.
If life is my oyster, darling, pass the hot sauce.
Jesus, you set me free.